straight from the soul with it. Yeah.
So former Celtic Paul Pierce was on the George Sedano podcast, and he came on to talk about the Lakers, of course. He spoke about how Tyson Chandler and his championship experience has really been great for the Lakers in the second unit. He also talked about Brandon Ingram being in the starting lineup with LeBron James, and he says that it's really going to be tough for Brandon Ingram because he's playing with LeBron James, and they both happen to have the ball because they are both ball-dominant players. So pretty much LeBron James has to have the ball in his hands to be very effective. So that is when George Sedano asked Paul Pierce how did he feel about Jared Jack going on Twitter speaking on the possibility of Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant both joining LeBron James in the Los Angeles Lakers in 2019. And here was Paul Pierce's exact quote. He says, "Man, that would be crazy. I don't see it happening, but I do see one of the two going to the Lakers, whether it be Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant. One of those guys will team up with LeBron next year, but if both of them do, we talking about shifting the balance for at least the next 4 or 5 years." So if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box. But listen, this is absolutely unfair to all basketball fans across the United States, bruh. And all the other countries, this is so unfair. The one thing that y'all need to know, non-Laker fans is who I'm talking about, okay, is that I do not care about none of the other fans across the United States or none of the fans on all the other countries. Do you guys realize that people made fun of us Lakers fans for the last 5 years, bruh? Not having a star, tanking, sucking. They made fun of us. We was at the bottom of the bottom. And everybody disrespected us, made fun of us, said the Lakers ain't gonna never get no more stars. They straight treated us like dog doodle, okay? Now the Lakers, just think about it. Now, the Lakers will eventually have 3 of the top guys, bruh. Talk about revenge, bruh. Now, if Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka, the GM, and the person I call the secret hands behind the scenes, is able to pull off this deal, bruh, we talking about multiple championships in the near future. Do you guys hear me, bruh? Multiple championships. And Paul Pierce is absolutely correct because it 100% shifts a balance in the NBA. Honestly, I think we're seeing the beginning of the end in Golden State. And Draymond Green is being very emotional right now, like a woman. If he approached it more like a business, he can handle his business and try to get a championship. He could roll out, he could build his brand. He could be, he could sell that he has 3 championships to get a bigger deal other places. Use it as a business opportunity, but no, he's so busy in his emotions. He could either roll out or re-sign with the Warriors because logically it don't make sense for him to be mad that KD is leaving because that means he's going to get more money in his pocket. Why would he be mad at Kevin Durant when he's going to be the one that's getting richer with Kevin Durant being gone? He's going to get more of the money. That's more money for him because they got to pay Klay Thompson. So Klay can get paid, I can get paid. You gone, I'm going to get more money. To me, in my opinion, I think he's most likely mad. Kevin Durant had the nerve to approach him and he like, bro, you soft. In OKC, they called the man a cupcake. He like, bro, you not built like that. We all know KD isn't tough, but on that basketball court, he's a monster. As a Laker fan, I would welcome KD with open arms, bruh. And I don't think he was mad at the fact that Kevin Durant is leaving. I think he just brought that up, that Kevin Durant is leaving at the end of the year. Possibly Draymond Green do know that Kevin Durant could be leaving at the end of the year, but I think in this case, Draymond Green was just petty and he was really just pulling the rabbit out of the hat. But he like, bro, like, you coming at me? Like, what? Well, tell everybody, like, it was kind of like an exposing kind of thing. And in the heat of the moment when you mad, you kind of expose that person. Tell everybody how you about to leave, which was kind of like a fraud move to me. But now I heard people say this, bro. I literally heard people say that they wouldn't trade Brandon Ingram for Anthony Davis. But here's what I want you to do. This is exactly what I want you to do. Listen up, people, please. Go look in the mirror And don't just look in the mirror, stare in the mirror. And get a little bit closer. Just get a little bit closer and look right in the mirror. And this is what I want you to do. Take your hand and smack yourself as hard as you can, bruh. Because that's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard a fool say. Okay. Now, I like the young guys, but the timing right now is just off to be building with the young core, especially with LeBron James on your team. He wants to win now. The man is not waiting no 2 or 3 years, bruh, for no players to develop at all. They are just pawns on the chessboard. Pawns. And just think, in 4 years, Anthony Davis will be 29, bruh. Anthony Davis will be 29. I mean, are you serious? Y'all keep talking about upside. Ain't no guarantee they gonna reach their upside or their downside or their right side or their left side. Okay. Now, Anthony Davis and LeBron is just enough to get you over the hump to the playoffs, but they still will need a legit closer. And the Lakers, in my opinion, have to make a move for Anthony Davis at the deadline, because if you don't, you wait until 2019, 2020, and then you're doing it with a risk of Anthony Davis could possibly walk with 1 year left on his contract. Right now, I believe that Anthony Davis still has 2 or 3 years left on his contract. And also, you have to take into account, let's say you stick to what we have right now and we go into the playoffs without Anthony Davis. And let's say they sign Kevin Durant. Now you're giving the Boston Celtics, the Golden State Warriors, a chance to trade for Anthony Davis. Take advantage of the opportunity. If we had both, we would dominate the NBA. Absolutely dominate. It would be crazy. I tell you, crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out. Okay.